What's up, everybody? You're watching Full Spectrum Survival, bringing you the doom scrolling from the Bunker 3000. We're watching as Amazon and other outlets are going to start face tracking each and every person that walks in front of a Ring camera. So it's about time that we start donning hats and going a little bit gray man here. Let's see what they have to say about it.
Ring doorbell, your face could be added to Amazon's private facial recognition database. Amazon is adding facial recognition to its Ring cameras, allowing owners to create a database of familiar faces. But to do that, the camera has to capture, analyze, and store a face print of every single person that walks by. Amazon is building a massive private facial recognition database of your entire neighborhood. Your face, your kids' faces, the mail carrier, all being stored as searchable data points. Just like your fingerprint, your face is a unique piece of biometric data, but now it will be collected and analyzed every time you walk down the street. Starting in December, every time you walk...
So that's coming in just a couple of weeks. Amazon, Ring, and other outlets will start privatizing and moving your face data print off to cloud locations. Very dangerous times here. This is Colombia. This is a video that's scary to me because they say no seismic activity had been reported. And yet look at what happened to the road here.
Sí. ¿Será? ¡Oh! Mira. Ay, no, yo no quiero ver, yo no quiero ver, yo no quiero ver. ¡Oh! Ay, marica. ¡Oh! Ay, amor, dame la mano. Se cayó.
It's like the entire side of the earth just dropped, a couple dozen, maybe even 100 or more feet.
What kind of a black woman are you to vote for MAGA? Well, first of all, fix your sentence structure to 5 out of the 7 continents. I'm also well-traveled, haven't been to 5 out of the 7 continents. I love the Lord, I love my family, and I love America. I am an immigrant, and I care about what this future holds for my children and my grandchildren who are yet to be born. What I do today will affect them tomorrow.
That seems to be something that this country forgot, that what we do today will affect our grandchildren that aren't even born yet, and everybody seemed to have forgotten about that. This is ICE in full operation mode inside of Charlotte, North Carolina. You're watching this from the driver's seat of a person who is driving around, giving the locations of ICE in a coordinated, maybe even organized criminal activity, like a group, like a cartel or a gang. They're giving the locations of ICE using walkie-talkies to other groups. Now, maybe he's just talking to a crew, but they're definitely giving the locations of ICE out to other people. The youths in Washington were reportedly trying to take over the park again, rob and loot stores, attack people, and then the National Guard showed up. You see, everybody gets a little bit scared of rioting and looting when they feel like their face might get knocked in.
If you're getting approximately 85% of your needs met with food stamps, rent subsidy, Medicare insurance, or Medicaid insurance, if you're getting 85% of your needs met, and then somebody came to you, an employer said, how would you like to work for 40 hours? And you're like, wait, work 40 hours to get 100% or do nothing for 85%. So you're telling me I'm going to work with 85. And what happened was now.
So they're saying there's a system that you cannot get out of without a complete start over. This is some views that came in of those massive, absolutely enormous protests against the Mexican government for their coordinated activities with the cartels. It really looks like a scene out of War of the Worlds in which Brad Pitt went up against hordes of zombies. I think it was Brad Pitt. This is a warning going out from local law enforcement.
Trail cameras in Mequon capturing video of people wearing backpacks and gloves with their faces covered, creeping through the woods.
Burglaries are not an uncommon thing, but the amount of burglaries that are happening, the way they're happening, it's uncommon.
Mequon Police Captain John Hale says investigators believe the same group has broken into about a dozen homes there this year.
Up here.
Walks through the woods, striking in the early evening hours of Thursday through Sunday when no one is home.
They're taking people's jewelry, currency.
You know, it's all soft burglary until your kids are inside or until your family members are inside. What happens is the burglars are also caught off guard, but they have a plan. Every criminal that walks into and breaks into a house that shouldn't be there has a plan on what to do if they find you. Now, what will they do? Is their plan just to run away and then the police come? Or is their plan to overwhelm you, tie you up, and you can't call the police? And that's in some cases the best case scenario. A lot of times these criminals have a plan to then kidnap you, kidnap the children, put them into trafficking, get them out of the country. And that's if they don't do some royally traumatizing things to the women and children that are there at that time. So this is the cops telling you, watch out, be careful out there, folks.
Here's my issue, Steve. We have all-time highs of homeless people on our streets. The drug crisis in America is at all-time highs. The mental health crisis in America is at all-time highs. My kids' generation, the 20-year-olds, they can't afford rent. They can't buy a house. They can't afford insurance. They can't afford bills, and they are losing hope for the future in America.
So Marjorie Taylor Greene, she just caught a huge amount of backlash. She's getting death threats against her. She's getting people who are saying that she would be better off not being around. Her security detail is basically a small army now, because as soon as Trump shunned her away and said that she was acting anti-patriotic, the entire group that used to back her started turning on her. And while she is spitting out the truth here, the times are harder than ever, but she went against the official narrative that's being given out to the American people right now, and that's that prices are better. I think prices will get a little better, but they're not going to be anything like they were 2-3 years ago, and the cost of living, the dollar is not going to be worth what it was.
Why are doctors saying that Ziploc bags are causing dementia? Here's what a new class action lawsuit just revealed, and it might shock some of you. S.E. Johnson, the maker of Ziploc, are being sued for failing to warn consumers that when their plastic bags are microwaved or frozen, they leach microplastics directly into your food. And most families use these bags every day without knowing this.
So that's just another reason to no longer need the consumerism that we have. Get glass, use it over and over again. Get glass, wash it, reuse it. More video here of the protests in Mexico. Now, I saw a really heart-wrenching video in which a female security official was taken into the crowd, and the entire crowd went after her. I'm talking throwing the punches, hitting with every hard object that they had, and then a small group of people started sheltering her. And that's what's going to happen in unrest, in riots, in protests, is you're going to have the crowd laser focus on a person. They'll attack, they will offend them, they will violate them, they will do all sorts of things to them. You might find a couple of good hearts in there that don't want you to get hurt, but for the rest of it, it's going to be absolute damnation. This is video of what they're calling self-regenerating storms, bringing 180 millimeters of rain, causing floods, landslides. This is happening all over the world. This right here is in Italy. Wild times that we are facing, folks. Here's a police officer giving you another warning out there. The streets are not safe.
Good afternoon, everyone. Marco Ricciardi from 22 Division Toronto Police. These little things here are being used to mark a vehicle, and what the thieves are doing is that they're walking around, they're shopping outside in the parking lot here, and what they're doing is that when they find a car that they like, they stick these to the car or place them on the car somehow. And they're magnetic, so as you can see, it'll stick to metal. So
it's going to go on your trailer hitches. It's going to go on your muffler. It's going to go up underneath on your engine. And what they're going to do is they will follow you home. And a lot of times these criminals are looking for marks that have either something that they want or someone that they want. So, folks, we are watching all of these things unfold. Make sure you check back at 2 p.m. this afternoon. I'm going to continue to do the doom scrolling so that you don't have to. You can just kind of watch the direction of things that we are seeing. And I'm going to tell you when they're going to get better. But, of course, I'm going to tell you when they're getting worse. Right now, we're still on a worsening trend, but I'm hopeful that we get better soon. Full Spectrum Survival on YouTube. If you see a hype button, please click it down there below. From my family to yours, stay safe and keep watch.